They told us we were building a future. For 500 years, they said every drop of sweat, every broken bone, every body buried nameless in the heat and filth of the mines meant something. That Mars needed saving, that we, the Reds, were the pioneers, humanity's sacrifice, carving a new dawn from the red dust. But Mars didn't need saving. It had been saved centuries ago, a paradise. And we were never meant to know. We were just the tools, the fuel, the lie. My name is Darrow, 16, a helldiver of Lycos, deep beneath the Martian surface. I danced through fire and stone, clawing helium-3 from the belly of a world they told us was dying. We were Reds, the lowest color in the society's rigid caste. But we believed in terraforming, in sacrifice, in the pride of our toil. We sang our songs in the dark shafts, buried our dead with empty stomachs, danced when they allowed it, until they started killing us for that too. The laurel, the prize for the clan who mined the most helium, that was our dream. More than a dream, it was earned. With our blood, our losses. But they gave it to Gamma, always Gamma, because they willed it. That night, Ao took me, through a hidden ventilation shaft, into a place that shouldn't exist. A garden, with real trees, grass beneath my feet, and above us, the stars, real, not pixels on a holocan. She kissed me there, under that impossible sky, and she asked me to see, not with my eyes, with my heart. She called us slaves, I called it duty. She wanted freedom. I just wanted her, and peace. The next day, they found us. They flogged us in the square. The Arch-Governor Nero Augustus watched from his high perch, a gold, a god in white, unmoved. I bled in silence. But Ao sang, the forbidden song. A song of rebellion, loss, and hope. The reaping dance, the one her father died for. She sang, knowing it was her death sentence. When they hanged her, she looked only at me. Her lips mouthed 3 words, live for more. And then she screamed them, a final burning command, break the chains. That sound, it echoes still. I broke her neck myself. A final brutal mercy to spare her the slow choke. That night, I cut her down, carried her through the shaft, buried her beneath the tree where we first truly saw the stars. I wanted to die, and they gave me my wish. They hanged me. But I woke, buried, alive. The sons of Ares dug me out. Rebels, freedom fighters, terrorists, masked figures operating in the shadows. They dragged me to their hidden tunnels, deep in the old mines. And there, they showed me the true lie. Not just a stolen laurel, not just a hidden garden, everything. They showed me the records, the history, gold symbols burned, the rise of gold, the conquering, the terraforming of Mars, completed centuries ago. Lush, green, breathing. They showed me the cities on the surface, gleaming, advanced, teeming with golds, silvers, coppers, all the colors living in a paradise built on our backs. 500 years they lied. 500 years we dug in the dark, bled in the heat, died in the collapses. For a myth. We weren't pioneers, we were slaves. Nothing more. Disposable. Forgotten. Io didn't die for a dream. She died fighting a lie vaster than I could have ever imagined. And in that moment, in that dark tunnel, the grief didn't vanish, but it changed. It forged into something else. A fire, cold and hard as iron. Not just rage, clarity. The society didn't just kill my wife. They stole our lives, our truth, our very souls. Then I will steal something back from them. Their future, their power, their precious gold. They called it the carving, a desecration. They broke down my red body, cut away the marks of the mines. Mickey, the carver, a violet obsessed with perfection, rebuilt me piece by piece. Pain was my world. For weeks, months, time lost meaning in the haze of agony. New bones, 6 times denser. New muscles, sculpted for strength and grace. New skin, flawless, pale gold. A new face, angled, arrogant. Golden hair that itched like parasites. Golden eyes that saw the world with terrifying clarity. They etched the gold sigils onto my hands, the mark of their dominion. They flooded my mind with their knowledge, history, culture, warfare, cruelty. I lay there, a flesh puppet, tended by a pink with clipped wings. Evie, a silent angel witnessing my unmaking. I became them, a gold. One of the monsters Io despised, but deep inside, beneath the layers of pain and sculpted muscle, where no vibroscalpel could reach, I held on to something, a shard, red and raw, the rage, the memory, her memory. They gave me a new name, Darrow Andromedus, a fabricated past, a key to their world. They thought they'd made a gold. They were wrong. They'd made a weapon with a red heart. After the carving, they took me up, out of the depths, to the surface for the first time since Io's garden. The light was blinding. Then, through my new gold eyes, I saw it. Not the red desert of the Holocans, not the promise of a distant future. Yorkton, a city reaching for a sky bluer than any red had ever seen. Towers of glass and light scraping the heavens. Rivers reflecting the sun like liquid gold. Parks greener than myth. And everywhere, golds, soaring on grav boots, laughing, living in an opulence built upon the broken bodies of my people. The scale of the lie, it was physical, palpable. I saw the beauty, and I felt nothing but nausea. The entire world was a lie, and this was the gleaming, obscene proof. Every laugh, every shining spire, every drop of water in their fountains, bought with red blood. My rage, which I thought I knew, found a new, fathomless depth. They sent me to their elite institute, a crucible disguised as a school, a place where gold children learn to rule by tearing each other apart. The passage, the first test, a brutal culling. They forced me to kill to survive. Julian Obolona, Cassius's twin brother. I carry that weight. The first life I took as a gold, a bitter lesson in their world's price for power. They divided us into houses, named for their gods, gave us castles, and commanded, conquer. A game, their game, to forge warlords. I didn't play to win by their rules. I played to break the game itself. I built an army, not of frightened slaves, but of broken souls I gave a purpose. Severo, the goblin runt. Roque, the poet. Pax, the gentle giant. Even Mustang, the daughter of my sworn enemy, saw something different in me. We fought not just with swords and shields, but with fire, cunning, and the truth they tried so hard to bury. I punished rapists within their ranks. I freed slaves inside their own game. I forged loyalty from betrayal and shared pain. I showed them that a red, reborn as a gold, could dismantle their system from within. They started calling me the Reaper, their boogeyman, a storm gathering. They named me Primus, victor of their blood-soaked game. And when the Arch-Governor arrived, the man whose shadow fell across my entire existence, the man who extinguished Io's light, he didn't see the boy whose wife he hanged. He didn't see a broken red. He saw a gold, perfect, forged in his image, a weapon, sharp and ready. And I let him look. I let him believe. Because this is only the beginning. I will rise, not for their glory, not for their power, for her, for Io, for the hundreds of millions of reds still digging in the dark, for every soul who died for their lie. The chains will break. I swear it. I will break them.